Hello Taurus, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Taurus for the week of May 23rd. Now Taurus, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. I will not send you a message on any platform. I do not offer personal readings, so do not get scammed, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, or anywhere. But let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you, Taurus. Now, you know the drill. The only way this channel continues to grow is if you hit the like button and subscribe. It really does help with the growth of this channel, but also ensures that other people who may need to see these messages have an opportunity to see them. So please do consider hitting like. I am using the Tarot Mucha, or Tarot Mucha, I think it's Mucha, deck. You can find that in the description below. First time using this deck of cards, and I'm also using Angel Answers Oracle. So let's go ahead and make sure we're all set up and in view. Yeah, Tarot Mucha, that's what it's called. All right, let's go ahead and get into this here, Taurus. So, you know, right away here, I'm noticing that we have, first and foremost, I do feel like there will be a number of people here coming in for you in this week. You have two court cards. I also think that some of you are dealing with a situation here that's going to require some type of emotional patience, emotional balance here is kind of what I'm feeling might be on the table for some of you, okay? And I'll talk about that some more. The future here looks like it could be exciting for you. I would describe the future in this reading as exciting. And so let's go ahead and dive into this. So right away in the middle, you have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups here, you know, this is somebody, I actually really like this depiction. They're having a good time. They're having a very good time. The fish is flying above them. They kind of have their cups in the air. And, you know, cups can represent emotional well-being, happiness, good energy, good time. But you can also see that this person is sort of just kind of enjoying themselves while there are waves crashing around them. And so this represents emotional mastery. This represents you not getting lost in the moment. This represents you enjoying the time that you have now, even though there may be something going on. And so you could say that the King of Cups is about emotional mastery. Obviously, some of you could be dealing with a water sign, but intuitively, I feel like there is something here that is asking you to sort of control your emotions around a situation. There could be, there's something here that's asking you to control yourself and control your emotions in a certain way. And I feel like is maybe even contain your excitement, which, you know, I don't know if that's the best. You know, sometimes you have to contain your excitement, but why not just let the excitement come out, right? Is kind of what I feel like saying. But yeah, that's kind of what's coming in. Now, in the past here, you have the Nine of Cups and the Two of Swords. So the Nine of Cups is really an amazing card of emotional contentment. And the Nine of Cups can represent a wish coming true in your life. It's one of the major wish cards. You have this with the Two of Swords as well. What could be going on here, you can see the Two of Swords, there's blindfold energy here. There are a few cards in the tarot that have the blindfold, and this is one of them. This potentially represents something that you cannot see, okay? And so this can be, and it also can be communication related, so it can represent like having challenges in communication as well. The thing is, you have this wish energy, you have this emotional contentment energy with the Two of Swords. And so it's almost like some of you have a vision, okay? It's like you have a vision in your mind, but you can't see it in the outer world, is kind of what I'm feeling here. Like some of you have made a wish, and it's perhaps it has not come forward yet. Perhaps it has not come to life yet. But just because you can't see it right now doesn't mean that it won't happen, is kind of what I feel like saying. I do feel like there is major wish energy here in the future coming in here for you, and I'll talk about that a little bit more as we go along. But really, it's like with the Nine of Cups and the King of Cups, it's almost like, how do I say this? It's almost like there is definitely happiness available to you right now. There's definitely some sort of emotional contentment, some sort of joy available to you right now. But there's also this message here of you maybe either having a hard time recognizing that with the Two of Swords, or like not being able to see it in the outer world yet. And I do feel like this may begin to change. Kind of an interesting message here, but that's kind of what's coming forward. Now, in the future, I've talked about this a few times now, but you do have excitement here. You have double wands, okay? So you have the Knight of Wands and you have the Three of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is really an energy of, both of these cards, you could say, are energies of going on an adventure, going to somewhere new, going to distant lands. And yeah, this is big adventure energy here. You can even see that this person looks like sort of like an adventurer, right? Something like you would see in the movies. And, this person, the Knight of Wands here, this is about you. The Knight of Wands typically comes forward when you're ready to change your zip code, move residence, but it doesn't always have to. It's just a big indicator of literally moving your location. But if that's not the case, this could be you moving in a new direction. This could be you taking inspired action towards a new direction, because Wands is about inspiration. By the way, Wands is also about work, career, enterprise. And, it's almost like this Knight of Wands. This is also somebody who is a maverick in the tarot. They have so many talents that they can use at their disposal, kind of like a Swiss Army knife, right? And then you have this Three of Wands energy as well, which, this person is gearing up for an adventure. This person is sort of looking out until I think this is an ocean here. Yeah, looking out into the ocean in this illustration and realizing that they have the entire ocean in front of them. They can go wherever they want from here. It's about getting fired up. It's about taking something to the next level. It's taking the next step. It's also building on research that you've done, because the card that comes before it is the Two of Wands. So that you could think of it this way. By the way, both cards are travel cards, the Three of Wands and the Knight of Wands. I talked about how the Knight of Wands can represent moving residence, but this may just be literally you traveling. Some of you may be planning a trip here. I think some of you are going to go on like a summer trip, summer vacation, summer something here. But you could think of the Two of Wands as like you creating the itinerary, and then the Three of Wands like you going on the trip. And you have that here as well with this vehicle energy here of the Knight of Wands, the movement energy. So pretty exciting energy in the future for you. Let's go ahead and move up the pyramid here. So you have the Six of Swords. Some of you are traveling. You have the Sun. You have the Magician. And you have the Ten of Wands. Okay. So I am definitely liking this reading for you. I feel like the past was just a little bit unclear here, but you really only have one challenging energy out of all of these cards so far. But anyway, so you have the Six of Swords here. Six of Swords is like leaving whatever's not working behind you. Okay, we see the water energy really heavy here in this reading. We see it in the Two of Swords, we see it with the King of Wands, we see it with the Three of Wands, and now this Six of Swords energy. This family here, they have moved into their boat. They've hopped in this boat, and they are leaving behind them the struggle of the Five of Swords. Okay, and so with the Six of Swords, this represents a transition. It's also a travel card. And it says that you are moving away from those things that no longer work for you. You could even say that this is a rite of passage for this family, as they are, wherever they land will be a completely new world. It will be like landing on a new shoreline, not necessarily knowing where they're going. And, for some of you here, you definitely have this energy of like blindly following a path, which I think is sometimes good. And I think that's kind of what the energy is about. You have the Sun card as well, which for me is the best card to find in the tarot. This is about total happiness and positivity in your life. It can also bring big victories and truths. Truths can come to light with the Sun, but it really augments the cards around it. And so you have the Six of Swords, you have the Magician. I think some of you are bursting with energy here, and there is this phrase containing your excitement that's coming in, where it's like, I don't know, maybe some of you may feel the need to contain your excitement, but as long as it's not affecting your life, I mean, why contain the excitement, right? That's kind of what I feel like saying. The Magician is really a card of alchemy. It is a card of kind of having all the tools you need within you to manifest something big into your life. Some of you have created this wish here in the past with the Nine of Cups. You're bringing it into existence here with the Magician. You have the Ten of Wands as well, which is really a burden in your life that you are looking to overcome. But the Ten of Wands is a completion. The Ten of Wands person has crossed the finish line. It is the last card in the suit of Wands. So some of you are creating something, there is something in your life that is to be completed here in the future, and you will successfully complete it. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what these oracle cards are. Okay, so you have communicate clearly, the situation will improve, and big happy changes. One of the better cards to find, this big happy changes card, it's one of the better cards to find in this oracle deck, especially because you have it here with the sun. I would like say this is the sun equivalent with, the sun card equivalent here, so it's a very nice energy. Communicate clearly and the situation will improve. There is, like I said here, there's something around, at the beginning of this reading, there was something here around this communication. I actually feel like it may be, I wonder if it's internal communication. Like, I wonder if it's, like, you have this wish, are you using the right, like, verbiage? Or there's something here, or maybe you want to ask somebody to go with you on this trip, or there's something that you're trying to, there's this energy here of you containing your excitement, and that may be where the communication situation's coming in, where it's like, just make sure you, how do I say this? It's like, I feel like there's energy of you needing to communicate with a level head, but not in a level-headed way. But it's not like explosive. It's more about like, it's not explosive communication. It's more about excitement. It's kind of, it's an interesting situation I'm trying to describe here. Let's just move out the pyramid and see what we have here. So you have the Eight of Pentacles. You have the Five of Wands. And you have the Four of Pentacles. All right, so Eight of Pentacles, one of the best cards to find in terms of work, for like literally getting down to business and doing work. Okay, this is somebody who's working very hard. You can see they're wrapping up their latest creation here. Their other projects are hanging on the ceiling above them and around them. You can see the castle in the distance. I don't know if you can tell. Let me bring the card forward, but you can see the castle in the distance. Castles represent rewards and riches in the tarot, and the fact that it is in the distance means that this person is very close to getting into the castle there. And really it's this energy of like hard work brings great rewards into one's life. It's also the major card of having a talent in the tarot. It's the biggest card out of any card, some sort of gift, skill, talent, or ability that keeps you well provided for. Singing, dancing, writing, designing, whatever it is, speaking, like you have some type of talent, artistry, whatever it may be for you. It'll be different for everybody. You have some sort of talent that really you can lean on for yourself. You have this Five of Wands. There's an internal conflict, or there's some type of conflict here around communication. But again, it's almost like I don't feel a negative energy from this Five of Wands. I feel like there's just, you are finding the right way to communicate to somebody. And it's almost like you feel like you don't want to come on too strong around the communication. And I don't even say this really in a romantic way. I feel this like, if there's just like, maybe there's a friend that you want to go on this trip with you, or there's something, or maybe there's a boss that you need to like talk with, and you're just really excited. And that's kind of what I feel here. You have this Four of Wands, which is, planning, budgeting, preparing, saving. And this person's really afraid of losing all of the pentacles, because literally every part of their body is touching the money that they have. One, they're holding the pentacle, another pentacle's on their head, the other two are touching their feet. They're so close to money. And it may say that you may want to take a step away and zoom out a little bit when you get the Four of Pentacles, but let's go ahead and see what else we have here. So you have the Death card, and you have the Six of Pentacles. So there's no doubt about it that some of you here are going through a transformation in your life. The Death card is a major transformation, but you have it here with the Six of Swords. I think transition is probably the better way to describe this. Again, the Death card is not a negative energy. It is about you being completely different. Like something happens and then you're completely different, and it doesn't have to be negative. And it's almost like, again, you've thrown this wish out to the universe here with this Nine of Cups. Maybe it comes through for you, and this changes your perspective on something. You have the Six of Pentacles. This could be something around finance and work, where it's like Six of Pentacles is about inflow, outflow. It's the idea that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. Can be it can be associated with like charitable giving, but it doesn't have to be giving money. It can also be giving back your time, your energy. It's also about financial karma, as you see the scale on the card. And it's almost like some of you are recognizing how important it is to get into that give receive energy. The Four of Pentacles can be in their detriment, sort of like stingy energy. I'm not saying that you're being stingy, but I am saying that these cards are kind of opposite, where the Six is sort of more about giving, the Four is more about saving. And it's almost like some of you are striking a nice balance between the two. At the top of the pyramid here, you have the Page of Wands. Let's see here. I've not pulled this card in this deck yet, so I do like this interpretation here. You can see the fire here bursting in the background. Page of Wands is somebody who's energetic, lively, and this person seems a little bit, what is the word, radical? Or a little bit unique, a little bit, unique is the way I would describe it. And, the Page of Wands can bring about an offer in your life or some sort of good news happening. And it's like whatever you're stressed out about here, this communication, this excitement that I feel for you, you will figure that out. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Swords. May take some time, but there's absolutely communication coming in. If it's not taking time, then that Page of Swords just says you're thoughtful in your communication, and this is probably also very important to you to be thoughtful in your communication. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you in the next reading.